Imagine a world before Egypt, before Mesopotamia, an advanced civilization thriving 12,000 years ago, and then gone, erased in a single cataclysm. Buckle up, my name's William Smith. Let's get into the video right now. Mainstream history says civilization began around 5,000 to 6,000 years ago with the rise of ancient Sumerian in modern-day Iraq. But the 12,000-year-old discovery of Göbekli Tepe by Claude Schmidt, a German archaeologist, shattered that timeline completely, as it pushed civilization back at least another 6,000 years. Of course, archaeology refutes that by suggesting it was merely hunter-gatherers who built Göbekli Tepe. Then that begs the question, why on earth would a primitive hunter-gatherer group go to all that trouble building Göbekli Tepe and then deliberately burying it? Now, here's where the mystery gets interesting, because around about 12,000 years ago, when Göbekli Tepe was said to have been built, was round about the time that the Ice Age was coming to a violent end. We are indeed talking about the Younger Dryas impacts, where it is believed that a series of comets struck the Earth, creating floods, firestorms, and plummeting the world into chaos. Sea levels rose over 400 feet, submerging coastal cities forever. Ancient myths like the Epic of Atrahasis and the Epic of Gilgamesh, and countless other indigenous traditions all echo the same story. The world drowned. Underwater sites like Yonaguni in Japan and Dwarka in India would have been completely submerged and lost to the sea at the end of the last ice age. Maps like the Perry-Rees map drawn in the 1500s from older source maps suggest advanced geological knowledge. The Perry-Rees map even appears to show Antarctica that wasn't discovered until 200 years later in the 1800s. So who was mapping the Earth long before we did? Now, picture this for a second. We see advanced astronomy at sites like Neptune in Egypt and Göbekli Tepe that point to knowledge being handed down, not invented just overnight by hunter-gatherers. The builders of these megalithic sites worldwide, like Stonehenge, Serpent Mound, Sacsayhuaman, might have inherited techniques from the survivors of a lost civilization who, after a cataclysm, found themselves fanning out around the world and passing on their knowledge to the less advanced. Because let's not forget that every culture from around the world, from the Mayans and the Aztecs to the Greeks, they all spoke of a golden age that was destroyed by floods and fire. Atlantis was described by Plato not as fiction in his Critias dialogue, but as a warning passed down from an Egyptian priest to his ancestor Solon. Atlantis, just like Dwarka, were described as magnificent cities that were both swallowed by the sea. Plato gives us the date of 11,600 years ago for the fall of Atlantis. Funny enough, that coincides with the exact time that the Younger Dryas event was happening right here on Earth. So we know that Homo sapiens have been on Earth for at least 300,000 years. So is it really that wild to suggest that many civilizations could have risen and fallen in that time? Because as we look at the mysterious sites left here on Earth, you cannot help but wonder, was there an advanced civilization that was thriving long before we were ever here? If you've made it this far, you are a true fan of Forgotten Histories and my work, and I appreciate you. I really do appreciate you. If you haven't seen that we're on X yet, then get over there and enjoy the conversation with like-minded individuals like yourself who, interact with me on a daily basis, and it is a fabulous community. So get over there. And once again, thank you very much. And I really hope you enjoyed the video. And please drop it a like if you did, and subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. Thank you.